You know that being a soldier is exciting, but what you want to know is,
gentlemen. Sorry that I took so long to get back from the starting soon screen. I've been eating Doritos with salsa. And I just needed a moment to compose myself. How you doing today, Simon? Woo! Game has mostly negative reviews, you see. I did notice that. However, I'm choosing to give the game benefit of the doubt. It looks really cool. I am... we're gonna give it its fair shake, and we'll see how we feel about it from there. So let's dive right in to a brand new episode of... Oh no! Blazy found a new roguelike. What are we gonna do? That's... There we go. That can be the new jingle for whenever I find a new roguelike to play. This game's very quiet. Why is master volume set so low? Okay. Okay, so we got a little dash. So this is supposed to be kind of a... As far as to my understanding, this is basically a MOBA... a MOBA roguelike. Is kind of where I'm approaching this from. And there's multiple different characters. We'll have to see. But this girl's cute. She's got a little umbrella. Okay.
Boom! You can't mess with science.
I'm not really sure what's going on, but I'm sure we'll figure it out. It's Kane from League of Legends. Welcome to Castle Everay, where fates dangle by a thread, and you, well, you can get to keep it from snapping. So, 700 years ago, blah, 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 la, 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 la.
I was born to protect the weak.
He was born to protect the weak.
And in this corner.
Okay. Who's on the team so far? Okay. Finn, Cinder, and a few very promising recruits in the pipeline.
Now I'm really fired up. Healing Bloom.
Okay, so this character's a healer. Where are these other heroes that she was talking about?
Reporting for duty.
Remy? Oh my god, it's the mouse from Ratatouille! He makes really good food, I bet.
Evercore needs us.
Okay, this is how we actually get into the game.
Time to get paid.
That's Ace.
Honest work for
Okay,
honest
this is... Yeah, this is Skins. This is the chef.
Cook up some
Clement. Oh, that's a very cute design. It's a top-down roguelike. Yes.
chef's kiss.
But it is supposed to play like a... Oh, okay. I go back and talk to her. Okay. Okay, so healer, I'm assuming tank, yep.
Burn it all down.
And this
Look good
is
doing
this is the DPS. And he's a fire mage. Okay, they all have the same dash. Fire hands. Fireball. Fire bomb. Okay. Alright. Do we get to see... you know what? You know what? Let's just go for a run, shall we? Camera freeze already? Damn. Thanks, man. Okay, let's go. Gotta start on the middle difficulty. Okay, hello. The storm speaks, and what it says chills me. Whoa, storm mage. I'll burn a new path. Wow. How you doing today, Simon? Okay. Okay, it's gonna take a little bit of getting used to. Is this like a shop? Walk backwards slowly. Okay. Activate this shot to drop a pool of 8 seconds. When you dash, we'll gain 5 permanent shield, I guess. Okay. I think so far the issue is that we're kind of just like, is it me or does it just feel like the audio in this is just really limp? Hoping that's just me. I don't know that I truly understand where I am or what's going on, but it feels like maybe that's okay. Okay, and these tell us what our different rewards are, I guess. Okay. I think some of these moves would be more AoE based than they have been. Like, I'm not sure I get the significance of the big, massive line attack. Okay. Okay. Whenever you land a crit, all enemies take small damage around the area. Enemies you defeat explode. Yeah, we'll do parting gift. Okay, so that way's for money. And this way's for question mark. Okay. Alright, let's have a look at what our ult does, shall we? Oh, okay, we could have just read it at any point. Basic attack damage. Sure. Fiery Aura does 250 score damage every second. Enemies caught in it. Additionally, abilities deal extra damage during this time. Okay. Okay. Currently taking some damage. Okay.
Feeling stoked.
I don't know that I really understand any of what's going on. I think so far my one major critique would be the sound design.
My research continues. Boom! You can't mess with science.
Like, the music's pretty cool, generally speaking. But the sound design as a whole is not great. It is leaving a lot to be desired. I'm also quite curious as to what these things that I'm picking up are. Are they XP? Are they gold? Oh, I have little healthy things that I can get. That I've now just used two of for absolutely no reason. Oh, it's mana. Okay. Okay. Those are mana crystals. Good to know. Good to know. Where are we at, chat? What are we thinking? Okay. What? Okay, so I can run and place my 2 at the same time. Alright. It doesn't seem like there is really any point in conserving mana, ever. Which is good, we like that, right? We like not having to worry about using our abilities. Though, it does just seem to me, on initial thoughts, if every barrel and every enemy is going to drop a here, have all of your mana back item, what is the point of having mana? Does that make sense? I don't know, maybe I'm being too critical straight off the rip here. Okay. Ah. Okay, so the Lotus things give me class-specific upgrades, which is good to know. I'm assuming this is a mini-boss level based on the icon. Surge. Defeat enemies before I'm overrun. Why would I not just spam? Okay. Hitting an enemy with a skill will apply 1 stack of poison. Your dash will apply 1 stack of poison. Drop 10 explosive blossoms every 45 seconds. Running over a blossom causes it to detonate, poisoning nearby enemies. I guess we'll do poison pop. You're my poison pop, my little poison pop. You're all I can think of, every drop I drink of. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. I wonder if we can get any health pickups through these chests. So far, no. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Yeah, it seems like my right click is maybe just better. What's that, 350 skill damage? It's better than literally everything else that I have. And it doesn't really cost all that much mana. And I can cast it without really... Okay. That's funny. Yeah, that's, Oh. We're fine! We're fine. This is fine. Increase your attack damage by 30% of the health you've lost! sure. We're an auto attack character now. Yeah, I'm not convinced that these barrels will give me anything other than. This is my only exit point. Okay. Yeah, I don't think these barrels are gonna give me anything that isn't mana or money. Okay. Oh man. Stood still for half a second. Okay.
Won't lie, needed that.
He speaks! My guy speaks! Alright, we are gonna brute force our way through this. I swear to almighty Jeebus. Bong. You're all I can think of every time I drink. Oh my god. Has anyone else been watching or has watched K-pop Demon Slayers? It can't just be me and Kiwi. It can't be. Okay. Let's do 10 sides mark. It'll give us more more damage on our abilities as well after hitting someone with a basic attack. Okay. Okay, so far what I said about mana hasn't really held up, because there are definitely some situations that we've been getting into where it's like, okay, well, mana has been restricted. So, that complaint in the bin. Cauterize, healing a friendly unit. Okay, well, we don't have a heal, and we don't have a friendly unit. When you dash, you leave a line of fire. Oh, Agni! Nice! Cool. Agni moment. Let's do basic attacks here. I think that's fine. That's fire. Though I feel like for this guy to really be considered a basic attack character, he would need a bit more attack speed. Okay. Fine. 300% of damage back to an attacker. And this just upgrades pen size mark. I think we just get some flat basic attack upgrade. Right? Yeah, I'm not sure about you. I'm gonna try turning the game up a little bit because either I'm really struggling to hear audio cues today, or this is just very, very quiet. Let me know in the comments. Let me know what you guys think. Two more enemies left to find. Okay. So far. Basic attack, a burning enemy to launch a cone of fire behind them. Yeah, that feels good. A key or whatever that is. I feel like these are what we need to actually do upgrades and stuff. So let's try one of these. Let's try one of these ones. How much do these actually heal me? Can I? Okay, we'll check later. Man, these dogs are tanky. Okay. Right. Our biscuits heal us for about 15. Good information. Can I just stand on the other side of this wall? Why, yes. Yes, I can. Ow. Okay, and that's how we get... That's just resources that we gained. To gear us up for next run. Yummy. It's Army the Armadillo. He's an armadillo. My question is, when am I ever using this guy's key, actually? Like, the range is ass. I guess it does hit multiple people, so I guess it's like a... If you're being pressured by, like, 2 or 3 guys. But even then, the range is so pitiful that you basically have to be kissing them. Oh, the last guy's here? Are you serious? Walked clean past them. Hey, now, Mr. Armadillo, you listen to me and you listen to me good. You're gonna die. It's gonna be a nice, clean death. I won't make it too painful for you. You'll explode. There'll be fire. Every 3rd consecutive basic attack gets you 2 loom, which is mana. Basic attacks have a 15% chance to turn enemies into teeny tiny monsters with teeny tiny attacks that only deal 5% damage. That's incredibly cute. Yes, the dash one would have been better for my build overall, but you don't consider that this makes my enemies really teeny tiny. And that just sounds simply too cute to not deal with. Okay. Oh. What? Oh, now the music decides to be loud. He became really teeny tiny. Okay. Okay, leaf or bag? I'm assuming this is item shop. So let's go see what's in the item shop. Because I'm sure there's something in here that we can use in the old brew spear. Lovely. Hello.
Another battle begins.
Another battle begins. Higher up, towns and buried ice, cold cuts deeper, blah 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 blah. Troll? A troll? A frosty tyrant sitting on a stolen power. I think it's time we burn his dreams to ash. For me? Okay, not for me. Rude. Hello, making dinner now. Cool, no rush, man. Just getting myself acquainted with the game.
Star is rising.
Hey, Ace.
All right, let's go.
Okay, we have no gold. We have 100 gold. Okay. I'm not sure in what universe we were supposed to have gotten 2,000 gold by this point, but clearly we did not make whatever decision that was supposed to be. We made him teeny tiny, chat. He's teeny tiny. Okay. I mean, we're probably dead here anyway. We didn't get, like, an actual refresh. Okay, like, okay, we actually might have a decent amount of Valor badges. God damn it, camera.
Nearly went cold.
Nearly went cold. So, can I buy any new heroes? No. But what else do we have here? Support. Little cute dude.
Good. I just sharpened my blades.
Assassin-y style person. Barbarian style tank. Okay. This game's solo content is easy for stage 1, then stage 2 kicks you in the head. Well, I've been going straight for stage 2. I'm like every Okay, we get a little bit of sustain now. Be careful, after the first purchase character, it costs more to get the next. Gotcha. They don't put a disclaimer for that? I see. Cool. Thank you for the heads up. I think from any of them, the only one that kind of looked appealing design-wise was the Barbarian Lady. But I'll kind of see what you and Reese want to do in terms of... Like, what character do you play? Like, are you playing, in your solo stuff, are you playing more tank or more DPS? Barb Lady is cool, but dies fast somehow? Really? Oh, hey look, there's that attack speed. Attack speed buff that we thought would work really well last time. I just played default lady at this point. Oh, the healer. Okay. See, it does not feel like that should have hit me, in all honesty. But it's okay, we move. Give me all that mana. Give me all that mana. Sometimes we do just be getting sniped by random abilities we can't see. Not my excuse for that pod, though. That pod was fully on me. I like that you can see how this was built to be a MOBA and they switched to something else. Yeah, but my question is why? Did they look at the MOBA scene and go, no, actually that's too competitive? And if so, I don't think anything changed in the MOBA scene. Correct me if I'm wrong. Chew. Ah. See, just like when driving, sneezing there cost me my life points. They made it a 4 vs 4 vs 4, but it got no traction, so they just pivoted. Ah, I see. Okay. So they tried it and it didn't work, not they didn't release it, and they just decided to change it for whatever reason. Something corporate. Do we not get... Hello? Okay. I don't know, it's only a small dev team. Okay. Hello there, little tripod bug. Let me smoosh you with my fiery flames. Death. You have been requested to death. Where? 1, 2, 3, death lane. Well done. Go collect your power-up, but my power-up comes to me. Okay, Ruby Core. Detonate your overshield for every 200 gold. Gain bonus power. When you dash, gain 10 shield. Okay, well, we don't have 200 gold. And I have no way of getting consistent gold, so... Be right back. I'll be back when I'm on. Okie dokie. Oh. Chat, you know when you haven't really done much in a day, but you still feel really tired? That's kind of me today, except I have done a decent amount. So kind of me, but also kind of not me. Very, very astute, Blazy Bud. Oh shit. Oh. I'm gonna take you away. DJ's got the music. DJ, I'm on play. I just can't refuse it. Love the way you move it. DJ's got the music. I actually still don't fully know what this symbol means, so I guess we'll go have a look at this. He's learning. Yeah, these dogs are an absolute menace. Which is something I never normally say about puppers. Beep boop beep 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 boop. Oh hey look, some gold! Wow. 25 whole gold for us? Chat was so lucky. Man, I wish there was a hold left click to shoot. Ryan! Hi!
Sorry, it took me long.
No, you're okay. Midas is literally on his way to getting him. And in this game, you can't play as 2s, you can only play as 1s or 3s. So it kind of works out for the best that you were a little later than we expected.
Yeah, that's fine.
How you
Sorry
doing,
for the
man?
insult, you know.
No, you're all good. Okay, laser beam construct thing. What? Okay. I just got my shit rammed.
How are you finding this game then?
Stoked.
Yet to be seen.
Mm-hmm.
There are some things where I'm like, okay, that's pretty neat. And then there's some other things that I'm like, Most specifically, my main complaint so far is the sound design. Like there's just not really a lot of feedback. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fair.
From certain
There's a lot
actions,
of
like
feedback on Steam.
yeah, I did see that, and I completely understand if that affects your decision to come test it.
No, it's okay. I already bought it. You know, it's just like too fat. It's early access, so I'm not expecting much from the game.
Yeah, Midas sent it to me on Tuesday. He was like, "This looks like fun," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that does look like quite a cool concept that I'd not really seen before." Do you get gear to be stronger? Like, what's the gameplay loop? Very roguelike-ish. Kind of your standard roguelike. You clear an area, you get an item. Those items normally have that kind of thing. So I've just cleared this room, right, and now I can pick from 3 kind of upgrades. Think Hades is probably the best way I can describe the gameplay loop. So 200 damage when an enemy dies at 20 HP. Drop a deployable target. I don't have any way of consistently healing. Speed of death is normally pretty good. Both of these are probably pretty good. Cool. But yeah, so you clear a room, you gain the rewards from that room. So you get like a selection of different icons on the rooms before you go into them, that tell you kind of what rewards you will get if you go into that room. So this one, I'm still learning what the actual things mean. Oh. And most of the time, you shouldn't put yourself in a situation like that. Okay. So there you go. We came into a room that has medallions, and we beat the room, so now we have medallions. But yeah, the idea is you'll see the symbols of what the next room will be. You choose the next room depending on what you want for your build. You clear the room, you get the reward. This very much feels like what if Hades was a MOBA. How you doing today anyway, Kid Trey? You thinking about picking this game up? Explode! Die, please!
Whoa, that's rude. Don't tell him to die.
I wasn't talking to him. I was talking to the creatures. Ow. So we got a Lotus here. Okay, magical enhancements. So dash goes further, more HP, or it gives me more damage on my abilities. Sure. Oh, look, while Blazy is streaming. Better not scare it off. Hey, I've been pretty good recently.
Bullshit. Sorry, something in my
No,
throat.
okay, it's fair. I'm sorry. I am getting there. It's been a lot recently. Nothing in particular, but it has been. I've been dealing with a lot. But I'm now out of that woods, so to speak. In a little better of a place. So streams should go back to being relatively consistent from now. Especially with the summer coming up. I actually already have a video that I'm working on. Ooh. And then next year, I'm going down to 4 days a week at work. So I'll have a little bit more time to, A, relax, and do things in my spare time so that they won't necessarily conflict with streams. Cauterize. Hitting an enemy with a skill causes burning. Any skill. Yeah, nice, that'll do. I don't think you're ready for this takedown. Yeah, so going down to 4 days a week next year, which means that I'll have a little bit more time for myself, but also a little bit more time to dedicate to actually planning a little bit more high-quality content for you guys, rather than just, hey, I'm back from work, but I'm exhausted, and I haven't really thought about what I'm going to do today, so we're just going to do whatever. Which I think will be a lot more restorative for me in terms of my want to make content, and also better for you. In terms of having better, higher quality content to watch, hopefully. Okay, honestly, if we can find a way to consistently heal, I think we're kind of onto something here on this build. We just need like a, when you set an enemy on fire, you heal 5 HP or some shit. Work is quiet today. I had no stocking to do. Oof. No stockings?
Santa would not be happy.
Santa would not be happy. And you know what, Brit? I think you should consider that you just made Santa sad. Have you thought about that? Actually, I can't even say that to Brit as a joke. I love Brit too much to even suggest that she could be the cause of anything bad. Britney is simply too wonderful. Oh, shit, shit, shit! Dash, you fool! Why am I stunned for an hour? Goddamn. That build was even starting to look kind of fun.
Nearly went cold.
Nearly? What do you mean nearly went cold, brother? You died! Nearly went cold. Okay, yeah, I hadn't even had a look at these. But you've got recovery, reducing the severity of breached, whatever that means, starting health, second chances, start the run with 300 gold in your pocket, which I don't know how else you would get gold. 15% movement speed, taking damage, remove this effect for 5 seconds. Every ally above 90% health, all allies receive a small buff. Every heal you receive comes with an additional 25% heal. Okay. Fury Sword has a lifesteal shard called Life Reaver, and Wild Mushroom has a shard called Happy Gardener that drops a flower every few seconds that heals you. Oh, nice! You can also right-click the powers to flip them. I feel like we're not talking about the same kind of powers. I appreciate the tip though. That's really good to know. Thank you, the real Laminator. How you doing today, man? So sword, and that's like your basic attack stuff, not abilities. The powers you can buy. Oh, right for alternate effects. I'm assuming. Okay. Cool. All good, just working away here. Nice. Thank you very much for enrolling into the College of Arts, my friend. I hope you're having a nice day. Let's go with Speed of Death again. I think that worked quite nicely. Whoa. Have I asked you how your day's been, Reese?
Sure. Maybe. I don't remember, to be
I have not taken my meds today. I forgot to take them in the morning, got to work, realized I'd forgotten to take them, and I was like, well, that's my day.
To be fair, who needs meds when you could just be funny instead?
Right? Because I wasn't funny the last...
With meds.
The last 2 months. I haven't been funny at all. Huh. Thanks, man.
It's like more funny without meds, you know what I mean?
More funny without... Okay, yeah. Thanks, man. I'll keep an eye on that.
You keep an eye on your meds, so it'll be fine.
I'll keep an eye on my funny.
Oh, okay. How do you do that? Do you have like a secret way to check it?
No, it's that moment where you look back on the day and replay everything that you say and go,
I feel like that's anxiety more than keeping an eye. You okay there, bud? Do you want to talk about it?
No, that's keeping an eye, right? I'm reflecting on my comedy to see if it was any good. Normally the answer's no.
Sure.
No?
No, not really.
Oh.
I feel like that's like borderline putting yourself into the depressive state because you want to think about everything else that you could have done differently instead of living in the moment.
Damn, that got real deep.
I just want to make sure you're okay.
No, I'm good. It was fully a bit. But I appreciate I appreciate that though. Thank you. Everyone always asks where is streamer, but people rarely ask how is stream. You know?
Yeah.
Looking at you, Brit. Sorry.
Finally. Can I say how much I hate working with Arduinos on stream? Thank you.
Working with
Arduinos.
Arduinos?
Yeah, they're fine to work on and like code, but then for some reason your code's fine, and then the drivers just decide to uninstall themselves for some reason.
Oh.
Pain in my ass.
It's not very nice. That doesn't sound very nice.
No, it's not.
That sounds
Especially
fucking
when it's, like,
rude.
Especially internship work. You're like, surely my code works now, and then for some reason the drivers uninstall, and you're like, fuck.
Ooh, is that what you're doing now?
Yeah,
Why did I think you were at uni?
I am in uni.
Oh, but you're
Not
doing you're doing an internship while at uni.
Yeah, it's an because I don't have anything in semester 3 and I've like passed all my exams for this year. They're just like, hey, you can either sit around on your ass and get a part-time job, or you can do this internship where we pay you fuck all, but then it's like a 35-hour job.
Okay.
So I picked the internship.
Well, fair enough. I mean, internships can be really fucking valuable, so I don't blame you for that at all.
Yeah, it's just something to add to my CV. Gives me experience in the real world. Either that or work at Tesco's, you know.
Well, hold on.
Get a meal deal.
Have you considered Tesco? No, yeah.
I mean, have you seen how much their meal deals are going up to? Jesus.
Oh no, I haven't. I shop at Sainsbury's because it's closer to work. How much
What
are
the
they?
fuck? How expensive are you, rich boy over here?
It's literally the only shop within walking distance of work. Otherwise, I'd go Morrison's because Morrison's have the nice meal deal that's actually quite cheap.
Mm-hmm.
But that would involve having to get in my car and driving for like 3 minutes.
It's £4 for a meal deal, just because you asked.
What?
£3.60 if you got a Tesco club card, you know?
Yikes. What's the world coming to where you can't even get a Tesco meal deal for cheap? And people people wonder why rates of shoplifting have gone up dramatically in the last couple years.
Yeah, it's just because people can't afford shit.
They don't
And the job
consider.
market's so saturated.
Yeah, they don't consider maybe. Oh, I don't know. The job market sucks. No one wants to pay me any money. And Tesco's is making everything that I want to eat 4 times more expensive for no goddamn reason other than they want bigger profits. And also they don't pay their taxes.
Yeah. I mean, it's not even like I want to eat a Tesco meal deal. It's just convenient.
Yeah. It's like, what else? What are your other real options?
McDonald's £1 menu is no longer there as well.
No, what McDonald's £1 menu is what, like £4 now?
Don't know, it's not that expensive. I think it's the £2 something.
Alright, well... I guess that's at least somewhat reasonable. Not that I've eaten at McDonald's in the past, like, 3 years, but...
I only go there because it's just like hot food close to uni.
No, I totally appreciate the appeal and convenience of why people eat from McDonald's. What the? That's the same guy! I died to the same guy at the same point. Fuck me.
You forgot the dash again.
Hey?
I forgot the dash again.
No, I think my dash was just on cooldown.
Won't lie, needed that.
So, Reese, Midas is playing... I'm not sure how important, like, team composition is in this game.
Well, if we're all rogues, you know, shouldn't be
but-
that bad.
Yeah, but like there's still 3 classes. This is a damage class, but I'm kind of happy playing tank as well. Midas has been playing the default character, who's more of a support.
Oh, I'll play tank then. Fits in with what I usually play.
Cool. Yo, what's up, Lin? Why is my delay so high? I don't think it is.
I think it's just Simon's bad internet.
Move the router closer to McDonald's. Throwback.
Go back to when we used to just only say that joke to Simon. That and he had dirty tap water.
Throwback to Simon's dirty tap water. It's a Lin Hunyanye. Thank you guys so much for joining me on another episode of Oh No, Holy Shit, Blazy's found a new roguelike
To play. This is as bad as when you started Hades 2 for like ages.
Listen, man, it is any roguelike. If I find out that it exists, I will play it. Oh no! Blazy found a new roguelike. What are we gonna do now? Yeah, see, like, why would I ever use my E? All it ever does is lock me in place long enough to take stupid high amounts of damage. Doing timer now. Okay, now it's fine. Okay. Now it's
To be
fine.
fair, it might be good when you got a tank with you. Because that way you can take the damage and just wait for the tank to eat everything.
Yeah, that's fair, I guess. I don't really know how the tank mechanics work. If you can, like, stand in front of me and go, like, stand behind the prom.
Reinhardt type stuff.
One thing I will say, that is letting this down for me a little bit, is the fact that the maps... I mean, it's early access. I really feel like I'm splitting hairs here. But when you play a roguelike, the intention is to play through the same map multiple times until you win, right?
Yeah.
I've lost this map maybe like 4 or 5 times now. It is the same map. Pretty much every time. And the enemy placements are always the same. Just something that I've noticed.
I mean, it's not too bad from like a starting game.
Yeah, we'll
I always
see
find
as
it
we
crazy
go.
I always find it crazy how some people have like early access games and expect them to be, you know, finished.
No, I mean, the main thing that I was saying that was kind of like, this would be really good, is the sound design. I think I mentioned this as soon as you came in. But just like making the sounds feel a bit more impactful, like when you take damage, making it a bit clearer audio-wise. Because like the last 2 times I've died, I've seen the attack, but I haven't heard the attack, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Shiverforge is harder, but has more variety. Cool. We'll get there. We'll get there. Like I said, I'm not above giving this game its fair shake. You know, I'm here for the game. I'm here to try out a new MOBA. Love MOBAs. MOBAs? I don't love MOBAs. I love roguelikes.
He loves MOBAs, guys. Send him all the MOBAs on Discord right now.
No, please don't make me.
Either that or just send him League of Legends stuff for some reason.
Don't do it. I am but an innocent. Not a MOBA. Let's play Pred then. I genuinely would be kinda down to play some Pred. I'd be interested to see... Linguini! This is Linguini, no? Tagliatelle? Tagliatelle.
Bro got confused.
It's time for another episode of What Tasty Treats Did Kiwi Bring Today? I need to like set a proper theme for that. What tasty treats did Kiwi bring today? Is it feast or famine? Let's see. Ooh. Seaside. Seaside. Seaside? Oh, no. Shit. I had limited time to pick my upgrade. It's okay. I picked. You are so beautiful. So beautiful. Okay, we gotta taste test it. You spoiled it by saying what it was. Oh, I'm so sorry. Kiwi, do you want to explain to chat what it is properly while I take my first bite?
It's inspired by classic seaside pasta. So there's capers in there, there's olives, there is some fresh thyme, fresh rosemary, and fresh, what's the other one? Parsley. Robbie also has actual cheese, and there is much tomato, and there is peas. Is it okay?
So good. Could I ask you for a favor?
Yeah.
Could you turn on my fan?
Yeah.
It's so warm in here.
It's so warm in here. Maybe you should have kept your interesting hopes this far.
No, I mean I would love to have kept the foot spa, but it was the foot spa that I had on Sunday. I kind of forgot that it was up here, and so when I got back into my office this evening to set up for this stream, there was like a little film at the top of the of the foot spa, and we're like. What would you say, like 80-20%, 80-20 split on whether or not it was mold?
Mold just adds flavor.
Mold does not add flavor. It's a foot spa. I'm not trying to eat it.
It's just flavor to your feet, you know?
Foot flavor.
Yeah.
Foot soup. No. Why would you say this? We have new people in chat. They're gonna get scared away. Oh no, Laminator. I'm so sorry. Oh no. Ah!
Nah, if they don't want foot flavor, they fake fans.
Food is very tasty. Thank you. Hey. When have I ever just said that your food is tasty? You are an excellent cook. And your food is almost as delicious as your I said hair.
He said paninis, guys. Paninis.
There's what glass? I don't think so. Oh, it's one of, it's not glass, it's one of those plasticky, I think it must have come from one of your boxes when I was unpacking. But I don't have things like that. But maybe it's come off the light. Ah! It is yours. It's your apron! It's a prawn. You're a prawn. You're a prawn.
We can't have prawns though.
Guys, she called me a shrimp. Simon, stop looking at my ass. Oh my god. Okay, wait. So we had our experience day today. As a prelude. Experience day is when new students come in to basically get a taster before they commit fully to the course that they're choosing. And my boss is lovely. He's great. He's really fun. But he's also in his 60s teaching an esports course, right? So to try and get the students at ease, he's trying to get the register done. And he goes, okay, guys. And he asks, like, the students, when you're at school, you know, how do you reply when the register's taken? Like, what do you say? And one of the students, either confused, nervous, or both, goes and just repeats his own name. So as an example, my boss says, this guy's name, we'll call him Reese for the purposes of the exercise. And he just replies with Reese. So I found that incredibly funny. But Robin wanted the students to reply with Yo Robin. So he would call out their name and they would reply Yo Robin. like what's up? Yo. So that happens, and he goes to each of the teachers to get us to do like in examples that the students tell him to do. So he goes to my colleague, he says Yo Robin. He goes to my other colleague, he says Yo Robin. He comes to me and I say Robbie Trickett. Because he says my name. He says Robbie Trickett, and I reply Robbie Trickett. And I'm giggling. The students get a good laugh out of it. And then he holds the mic closer to his face, and he goes, "Are you looking to get a detention?" And I'm like, "Excuse me?" So TLDR, my boss was flirting with me today, and anyway, that's the story. I thought it was kind of funny. But no one's laughing, so now I'm concerned that maybe it was not all that funny. Please, sir, be gentle. He was not gentle. Where is Midas, man? Oh, have you seen that Hightail is dead? What is Hightail? And no, obviously by that answer. But I have heard that Overwatch made a new game mode to try and fight their growing irrelevancy. Have you heard this, Reese?
Well, sorry, huh?
They have made a third-person game mode for Overwatch where, it's a MOBA. It's essentially a MOBA.
Oh, yeah, I did see that. I don't know why the fuck they bothered, to be honest. It's the same thing with Marvel Rivals. There's something similar to it now.
Really?
It's called Ultron's Defense or something.
Ew. Why can't our FPSs just be FPSs and our MOBAs be MOBAs?
Also, the main tank in this game is kind of interesting to play.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I'm just looking at like his moveset and stuff.
Okay. What's it like? What does he do? Give us the breakdown.
He can ram like a bull.
Okay. Reinhardt?
Yeah. He can use basically Reinhardt's shield,
Okay.
but he can't turn when it happens. So he's actually worse than Reinhardt.
Okay.
It only lasts for 7 seconds as well. And then you need to wait. X is just normal attack. And then the last one is throw your shield like you're Captain America for some reason.
Okay. Okay. Little dicey there for a moment, but we're all good. First room. Okay. Sure. We'll do that. Give me this. In before Midas has completely forgotten that we exist.
Average Midas.
Average Midas moment.
Minus? Average Midas moment.
That's my favorite mod. Minus.
Jesus, this game is loud.
See, it's so funny that you say that because I feel like I have this game at max volume and I still think it's quiet.
I don't mind I don't think the music is bad. It's just a case of the SFX when you're like loading into things. It's just massive wind in your ear.
Okay, yeah, that I can definitely see. Reese, have you seen K-pop Demon Hunters?
No, my girlfriend wants to watch it, but I keep putting it off.
It's so good. No, like, Reese, it's so good.
Yeah?
Like, actually, I mean, Sony Pictures have already done some amazing stuff, right? Spider-Verse, Mitchell's vs. the Machines. And do I think this is better than those? Probably no. But it is still incredibly good film. And also the music is really fucking good.
Fair enough. Quick question for you. Do you play on controller on this game, or do you play keyboard and mouse?
I might be playing on controller if I had my controller up here. But I'm currently playing KBM. Thinking about it though, I'm not sure I could imagine playing a MOBA on a controller, personally.
Yeah, I'm only doing it because it was like, oh, for the best experience, do it on controller. I'm like, okay, sure.
Yeah, that feels weird. That's like asking you to play League of Legends on a controller.
Yeah, it's actually awful on a controller. It does not feel well.
It doesn't feel well? Not even it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel well.
It doesn't feel well.
It's sick, bro. The game is feeling fucking sick and tired of this shit. Alright, these dogs have got to stop. They've got infinite dash range. They're stupid. They bite me for like 20 million damage. And they belong in a pound. They are not good boys.
It's like playing Cookie Clicker on your PC. Just doesn't feel well.
Doesn't feel right, maybe?
No. I feel physically unwell when I play it on PC.
Okay, pick and choose your battles. These fucking dogs! These puppies might be the biggest menace to society since my balls.
Your balls are a menace to society.
What? Oh my god. What? Oh my goodness. Where is Midas, man?
Oh, won't lie, needed that.
Bro cooked a mimic and it's eaten him. That's my theory.
Why did he cook a mimic?
I don't know. I'm just trying to think of a reason why he went to eat fucking half an hour ago.
He's fucking making it half an hour ago as well.
Wow. Okay. I don't know. Are you having this moment where it's like all of the even base upgrades just feel like they cost so many resources to get.
Yes. I have no idea what he's on about.
In the
I don't know if that
game,
helped. Yeah.
you know, like the permanent upgrades.
No, I haven't even looked at those yet, to be honest.
Great.
I just like changed my character, went straight into a game.
Fair enough. But no, you should definitely watch K-pop Demon Hunters. Very good film.
Oh look, it's Kanye West.
Huh?
It's Kanye West. He's finally joined.
Oh, there he is. I thought you got eaten by your dinner or something.
Me, always. Sorry, give me a second. I'm configuring my audio so it comes through my headphones, not through my TV.
Hey Midas, opinions on Tesco meal deal going up in price?
How much is it now?
£4.
Bobo for a meal deal! I think.
That's a pretty appropriate response.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Bro's not getting this triple chicken anymore.
No.
Tesco's have let me down for the last time. So, Midas, I'm interested because you played this game a decent amount last night, is that right?
I played a wee amount.
A wee amount?
A wee amount.
I don't know about you, but if I'm gonna go through the effort of setting up my Nintendo Wii, I'm playing that a shit ton.
Eh. Anyway, your question, good sir.
What are your initial thoughts?
Early access.
Sure.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure me and Robbie both said the same thing.
Yeah. I will say it is an interesting choice to make co-op items and upgrades available in single-player runs. So, like, getting this one item where, like, healing a friendly creature gives you a buff. I think in solo play that should definitely be taken out of the upgrade pool.
I mean, I think that's what that guy meant by you can flip it though.
No, that's the like permanent upgrade stuff. If you flip a regular item, it just shows you like more in depth what it actually does.
There's a lot for like the things where it's to do with healing you though. It's like heal you or an ally, but yeah, I think it's a bit weird.
I think most of the descriptions, unless I'm reading it wrong, and obviously a friendly creature applies to you as well. But even then, I don't think I've seen a single self-healing item so far, and I've done maybe like 8 runs.
It's like the character. So the first character has healing.
Right.
It looks like the Biko also has a support thing.
Yeah. The supports both have healing.
Which, I'll be honest, support's low-key kind of busted just off the fact that healing is non-existent in the game.
Yeah. Yeah, could definitely see that.
I gotta say, I quite like Finn though, as just a playable character.
Is that the shield guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first guy I played. It was pretty fun. But then I was like, oh, if I'm going to be playing, I may as well just play the Lotus woman.
Ah! Oh, I'm stunned. Am I dead? I'm dead. You get stunned in this game, you die.
How much health do you have as everyone else? I didn't really look, to be honest.
I've got 30 on Agni.
60 on Healer Lady.
Oh, I got 100.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, I agree with the if you get froze, you die. That's the thing that pissed me off the most with the stage 2, which made me think that it was like ridiculously difficult unless you're doing party play, because quite literally you get froze once and then you're just stuck in a loop of frozen and you're dead.
Let me know when you're out of your run, Reese.
Let's cook up some trouble.
I can just die if you want.
No, you're okay.
No, it's fine. I'm standing still.
No, it's alright. Okay.
Hey, we're lobster.
Jesus, even on Finn, if you just get stunned and you just stand there, you get eaten.
Nom.
Well, it's not like you can't just stand there, can you? You're just stuck.
No, it's just like getting stunned. It is. I can see why you die so quickly.
Yeah. It is literally, and like, some of the AoEs from some of these enemies are like fucking huge. Like, if you don't have, this is the thing, right? Obviously in roguelikes, you should be punished if like you dash at the wrong time, right? But it very much feels with like the big tanky dudes in particular, that if you do not have your dash up at all times, you are just kind of dead.
There's a cool like double dash. I don't know. The game to me feels like a MOBA mixed with like Hades, which makes it feel cool. But then it's like there's definitely a lot of stuff needing to be done.
It's exactly what I said earlier, right? I said it feels like what if Hades was a MOBA.
To be fair though, I'm not expecting much just from like a what is it called? Early access game. It's like some people expected, what was it, Jump Ship, which is what I played recently. The demo for it to be like super finished and multiple levels, and Dad's like, no, it'll be released later. This is just to see what people thought about it first.
Well, they had a closed test before that was like the actual MOBA, which got like no traction, so they swapped it to be this roguelite game instead.
Pretty fun, I gotta say.
I think generally speaking, with early access games, I think it's, while I agree that people who are like super critical of early access games, it's like, okay, well, you know, you're playing the game. They told you it was early access. You know, you should take it with a grain of salt. I do think there is something to be said though about early access games that make you pay to play them.
I mean, this one's more of an affordable game in my opinion.
Yeah, it's only
£9.
£9. Yeah, it's like £9 at full price, and it's $7.99 right now.
I think another problem, I think personally, is we see a lot of big companies using this early access as a excuse to release these games so that they don't get, you know, BM'd when they make shit that doesn't work. So when you actually have a real early access game, it's like, oh, this is an early access, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like, what was it, Ark Survival Evolved? Well, that was early access for fucking donkey's years.
Well, we had like Daisy as well, right?
Yeah.
Wait, do we pick one at a time?
Can we only
I
get
think we-
one? What is this?
Phew.
Yeah, it's one person gets to pick what.
Oh.
So I picked my bottom one, and then you
I
guys
also
get to
picked
pick.
my own one.
I can't pick at all.
Oh.
Oh.
Hello.
Cancel
Phew.
select.
Well, let me select the middle one, and then it just jumps over it. I don't want it anyway, but
Okay. Well, I'll take the
Nah,
first one.
you-
It's not the end of the world anyway. Oh, well, cool. And I just didn't get anything for that.
oh,
Oh, I fucking changed
like-
mine. I got a shield toss instead of the one I wanted. Damn it.
toss me.
Shield be like, you'll have to toss me.
You've got to throw me. I want to do the ram one.
I
because
don't
it's
like-
50% more damage.
I don't like the doors where you have to stand on the tiny little pads. I prefer an area, but that's just me.
No, I agree with that. I think especially for games like this that want to be speedran, right? I think it's weird to put quite a heavy block against speedrunners. Does that make sense? Chew. Oh god. Ooh, sorry, chat. Am I the only one who's kind of lagging a little bit?
I'm kind of feeling that, but I thought it was just me.
I feel a tiny bit, but I don't think it's too bad.
See, I like the. Could you guys see the Rubicon rupture device? I like that on Finn because your ultimate gives you massive overshield.
Does it a case of we all pick one, or is it a case of we all have to?
I don't know. I picked one. Does that stop you guys from picking it?
Oh, that's
Sounds
very
like a Ruby
interesting.
core.
Have this.
Okay,
See, I thought it'd be like a case of if we pick one, everyone would have that one.
cogwheel, or the other one's the fire?
Probably fire, right? Sounds cooler. I think the cogwheel's like an activatable thing.
They do in fact sound cooler.
Oh, okay. That's interesting.
What?
The game crashed on me.
Oh.
I was in my run fine by myself, and I joined you guys. It's like,
Yeah,
nah,
I
fuck
think-
you.
I think there's like massive problems with the multiplayer side of the game. They even delayed the game for it.
If they got such massive problems, it'd be good if there's like a join halfway through if you drop out.
Yeah, it's
Why is there two Reese?
I just had to be there
No,
twice, guys.
Reese!
It's what
He's
happens when you
been
crash, you just
duped.
duplicate.
He's so good he decided that's it. Mitosis.
Finally, duo mode. Let's go.
I guess I'll run on just like horrible performance mode, see if that makes it better.
Fight by my side.
Oh gosh. Yo, any health in that bag for me? Thank you.
Healing bloom.
Oh wow, so much healing. In fact, in that bag.
Yippee!
15 minutes till refund window expires, Blazy? Nah, it's okay. It's alright. Maybe move close
I
to
just swap
Mackey's.
over to using my. It wouldn't let me pick, but if I swap over to using my mouse to do it, it works. Awesome.
Reese, someone says, have you considered moving closer to Mackey's?
Well, you see, no, because I have fiber optic to the house, so.
See, Simone, why didn't you think about that?
Unfortunately, I think we are now actually stuck.
Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to select the next thing, would you?
No. Okay,
Oh, no,
I
we
lied.
can't. It's duo mode!
Close.
Yeah!
Guys, you figured out duo mode, let's go.
Oh, and now Reese just straight up isn't here. Okay.
Oh, fuck you guys, I'll do one of you anyway. Oh, that's interesting.
What?
Apparently, if I use my ram with my shield, I can make my shield go forwards.
Okay.
Never stuns.
That's a cool interaction. Wow. Oh gosh. Biggin.
You are protected.
Thanks, Midas. Oh my goodness. Big dude.
Here, have this.
Whoa. Put the W in the bag. Okay, so does me taking diamond cells stop you from being able to take diamond cells?
No.
Okay.
Just
Cool. Cool. So sorry, chat. I've suddenly gotten very hay feverish. Open the mine entrance. Defeat enemies on the platforms to trap their aluminum. Aluminum. Oh, okay. We need to lure them to here, and then beat them here. I'm ulting. I'm ulting. I'm ulting.
This will heal you.
Platforms are to the left and the right. Oh, okay. We were in fact completely wrong. Oh, it's these. It's these here. Thank you. Thank you, Goobadigo. Great name, by the way. Ow. Ah, what?
L.
What killed me? I have no idea what just hit me, even.
Is it like an unpunished thing then? Like you come back next round as long as Midas wins?
We'll see.
Your team.
That's presuming I win. I have no mana.
Yeah, well, we
Just
won't.
saying. No mana.
Gosh, if only we had a tank, right?
Real.
Oh, bro, if only the
Fuck
fucking
us.
game was actually good instead of an early access, you know?
Okay, gotta reinvite both of you.
Oh, you gotta re-invite every single time? That's kind of
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Considering the game is supposed to be a co-op focused game, unbelievable.
It might
Yeah,
just
I know,
it,
it's
it
like-
might just be because Reese disconnected and the lobby like crashed.
Yeah, but then surely Midas would still
I
be
don't
in.
know.
Good point.
Because you know your settings don't carry over between sessions.
I did
Yeah.
not.
Yeah.
I crashed and it was just like, yep, you're gonna have to reset all of your fucking things.
Game found.
Well, I hope the game was found. I paid fucking £10 for this.
Let's get fired up.
Surely Midas should be the pyromancer, you know? Kind of fits in with Lizard.
Lizard.
Lizard. Gosh, I do want to play more of that at some point for sure.
Thunderfolk was really fun, to be fair.
I ended up buying
Not
the full
my
version.
style.
You know,
Not my style of game. To be fair.
not a tactical turn-based RPG kind of guy.
No. Turn-based? Ugh.
Also, Steam Summer Sale kind of go hard.
I honestly haven't looked at the Steam Summer Sale.
Anything good in there?
Cyberpunk is 17 quid.
Oh. Not gonna lie, Cyberpunk the kind of game they could not afford to keep selling at full price.
Yeah, true. Black Myth
Cyberpunk.
Wukong is 20% off. Red Dead is
Black Myth
75%
Wukong,
off.
fire game, to be fair. I could never get into Cyberpunk though. Tried
Yeah.
it from Talk's library and got to literally the first part of the game, and I was like, all right, pause now.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
had the same problem as Skyrim for me, where I'm like, man, this is cool, and then I tried to use any weapon that wasn't a gun, and I was like, oh, this sucks. Why are these? Why even have melee weapons in the game? And then I tried the guns, and I was like, oh, these also kind of aren't really that fun. Though I understand that when Phantom Liberty came out, a lot of people were there
mean-
like, this is much better.
I mean, I've got to take this one, right? Just look at the name of it.
Protein
Protein
powder.
powder. Oh yeah.
I wonder if Speed of Death would work on Finn's.
Wait,
like,
I want to see if I
back.
can proc it on one of you guys. There you go.
Do I
Nice.
just become fucking bigger?
Big.
Yes, you did.
I do love in one of the item descriptions in the basic attack tree is something that gives you a 15% chance on basic attack to turn an enemy teeny tiny, and it specifically says turn an enemy teeny tiny and make their attacks teeny tiny too. And I just think that's quite fun. Holy shit. Okay, I got it, Midas. You know what this game reminds me of?
Go on.
Trials of King Hercules.
I don't know. Honestly, it's been so long.
But it's quite literally Trials of King Hercules, but League of Legends and not Smite.
I mean, that's not a bad thing to be.
No, it's not.
Behind my shield.
Literally just.
Now, what I want to know is why did
Yeah.
Reese do more damage than you did, and you're supposed to be the damage dealer?
I'm Captain America. What do you mean?
Yeah, I kind of suck right now. Fire down here.
I don't care about gold. Go for fire. Might help us a little bit more.
I don't want your coke. I don't want your ketamine.
Oh gosh, I can't believe it's 8 already.
It's not like your bedtime.
My bedtime is like 10.
low key, close to my bedtime to be very fair.
Right? I feel like such an old person when I tell people that I go to sleep at like 10:30 latest.
I regret it if I go to sleep at like 11.
Yep.
I felt like that on student night because most of those uni students are like young, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna leave at like 11 so I can get last
Bro
go to
acts
bed.
like he's old.
Yeah, hold on. Reese, aren't you like 20?
Yeah, but compared to everyone else in uni, I am
Who are like
older because I'm
19.
still in third year. No, I was 21 when I went into uni. Let's fire her then.
Wait, you're 20. Wait, are you
I
21 or 22
kind of
now?
want this active over here.
21. I'll be 22 this year.
God, you're fucking old. Hunk status.
Yeah, so like compared to the newest students going in who are like 18, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going home at 11.
I'm going
They're
to
like-
bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to bed. And they were like, why don't you just stay out until like 3 and go back to your student dorm? And I was like, yeah, about that. I'm not fucking paying for student dorm. I'm going back to my house.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just like, I'm going home. I want bed.
Give bed. Biggin. Oh,
I hate how jumps
Behind my
aren't
shield.
like immune jumps.
Here, have this.
are they not? I thought they gave iframes.
No.
Also, this is more of a personal pet peeve than anything the developers have done. But personally, I always find it so silly when developers rename mana. Like-
it's
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Like, it's always mana. It's the blue bar. We all know it's mana. Why the fuck are you out here trying to call it Bloom or whatever? Like...
I don't know what you mean. This is obviously
It's
lana.
oh, right. It's a different blue substance that powers magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, not all magic's called the same thing, you know?
Yeah. You're so right, bestie.
Unbreakable!
Why was that voice line so loud?
He's the opposite from me. Look at the other side of the bloody moon.
Okay, these guys are ranged. They're not gonna get on the platform. That armadillo definitely will get on the platform. So will that rockman. Nice. It's a
That's a
dog.
good guy.
I think we need to go to the other one. All those candles are lit on that one.
Crap. Oof, I could use a little bit of health.
Healing bloom.
That.
Get behind
I'm
me!
full HP!
Why the fuck did it do that?
Get behind me! He said to his shield. Shield, I'll protect you! Oh, ow.
Line by my side.
See, if you guys weren't here, I'd have just been straight up dead. Does this stack if we all use it?
I have no idea. Should we use it now? Let's find out.
How do I use it?
Press 1.
It does not.
Does not stack.
Not stackable. Crazy.
Unfortunately.
Imagine if it was 60%.
Oh, there's a dwarf. He's diggy hole.
It's Kiwi.
What? Gubsy!
Guspia says. Dyslexic.
Thrash claws down there. Guys, watch out. We're gonna go fight Thresh.
Is that the dog?
I don't know.
Which one's the dog from League of Legends?
Warwick.
Cerberus.
Ah, that's the one.
Thresh is the lantern guy.
I'm pretty sure that's Lamplighter from The Boys.
Me and the boys when I'm lighting a lamp.
I was about to say something actually like referencing The Boys, but I don't feel like it'd be allowed on stream.
Ah! I died. I got mauled by puppies.
I protected you.
Still can't tell if he's talking to you or the shield there, Midas.
Probably the shield, to be fair.
My
Don't
shield's my
worry,
favorite thing.
shield. I'll protect you. So, guys, I got great news. As those of you in the UK might know, the government announced £50 million going back into the education sector. So we're all getting a bonus, right? Every teacher in the UK is getting a bonus. You want to know how much my bonus is?
£2.50.
No, it's genuinely probably something like 50 quid, if that.
Okay, well, you guys way lowballed it. It's 500.
Wasting my
£500.
fucking tax.
Wasting? I'm teaching your children!
Healing bloom.
I'm paying this guy's bloody wage and my tax. Unbelievable. What a joke.
Thank you. If you're in the UK, you don't have to subscribe. You already give me money.
Yeah, that's it. I'm never subscribing to
This
it
is going
again.
to good causes. What the fuck? Hey, teachers.
Brother, what? I provide an essential service.
Yeah, for esports.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mickey Mouse bro.
Think about It's not anything interesting, like, I don't know. Business studies. Oh, wait, never mind. That's not interesting.
It's a business qualification.
when you sign up to the esports degree, do you get an invite to Mickey Mouse's clubhouse?
Here, have this.
Only if you're good enough friends with Mickey himself, which we are, so our students do. But only because I am Mickey Mouse.
Surely it's the shrapnel one.
Yeah, when is it not?
Oh.
I don't know
I
what
like that
Speed or
That
crit?
mushroom looks cool.
Kind of.
What the
That's
fuck?
the
How
way
do
I
you
look
see
at
that shit?
this. Nah, I know the blue one is like the little goblin thing that when you finish things like and
Huh?
then you like the mushroom.
It's like the
Different than
it's poison damage or whatever this is.
Yeah, poison damage slash attack speed, or we can go here and get like maybe crit or something like that.
Sure.
Yes, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about, to be honest.
I've just played the game a little bit, that's all.
Attack the tower while it's oh boss fight. Fate's
I
Blade
hate
Guard
this one.
Tower.
You've done this one before, right? With the-
Yeah, I've
the
done this
guy
twice.
shoots the shit at you.
It shoots a laser. It spawns enemies. Ah,
I died.
shit.
Healing bloom.
Reach, don't forget you.
Oh
also
my
get-
god.
Resilience.
Hmm?
Okay, here's what I would say about
you
this
like three
boss.
health points.
If you're gonna give a boss a laser, you need to make it so that either the laser does damage on the beam or it does damage in the little pools that it makes, not both, because it's just fucking confusing and stupid. Midas is cooking.
Here, have this.
He's cooking. Midas is a big boy.
You are protected.
Oh,
Your team has
Yeah,
been
see that shit just fucking accidentally nuked me.
what? Yeah. The laser beam from that thing is kinda dumb, honestly.
Feedback survey. Fix your fucking game, dickhead.
Won't lie. I did that.
Yeah, so it is a have to invite after each one.
Yeah, it's rather annoying, but I think it'll probably be fixed eventually.
Yeah. Hey, Catless. How's it going?
Slide it up.
How is Catless today? Why is bro full naming me? The fuck? Dude, I just said your username.
Yeah, but usually you call cat cat.
Hey, Cat, how's it going?
I'm probably gonna bust out the full like last name as well soon.
Cat.
Hi, Walter White, who lives at 247 in Negro Lane in Missouri.
Also, Lynn popped in earlier, said hi. I asked him how he was, and he disappeared. Where did Lynn go?
Lynn's a busy man.
Portugal.
He's doing NHS things or something.
Lynn went to Portugal.
You gotta book an
Yeah,
appointment
that's where
with
he's
him and
from.
he'll see you in 8 months.
That's crazy.
Accurate.
So about by the next time I stream then.
Yeah, pretty much.
What, 8 months? Yeah.
Get behind me.
Stand behind Brom. Wow. Weak spot.
See?
Ah,
See?
crit chance. Mischief Billy.
Did you hear him?
I did, yeah.
Yeah. He went.
Oh, and a second
Again, another
one. It's Mischief Billiam, his brother.
Oh, Mario.
Okay, well, I asked Kat how she's doing, and she has ignored me. Probably
No, she
because
gave a smiley face.
I full named her. I just had a very nice experience. Oh, there she is. Hi, Kat. What was your very nice experience?
Someone full named me on stream.
Oh, I got oh, I got distracted. Okay, fair enough. So I'm a recruiter, by the way. I know.
Oh, yeah.
We know that.
Crit applies to healing and abilities as well.
Oh shit.
He recruits esports players.
If I haven't mentioned
From
it 12
Blazy.
times yet. I know that you're a recruiter, but if the story involves that, then it's good to remind the audience for sure. See, there it is! Your basic attacks have a 15% chance to turn enemies into teeny tiny monsters with teeny tiny attacks. They're teeny tiny.
Shall we find a third Billiam?
Fuck it. Bill Tato, the third in the triplets. And it means I know the job market really well. Okay. So Kat is a recruiter, by the way, if she hasn't mentioned it
Yeah, what's the
12
best
times
job
already.
to go into right
That's a
now?
recruiter. Oh no.
That's a recruiter. There you go. My mom's friend's kid is like 19, and he was considering doing IT, but was unsure about the job market and everything. Okay. Okay, going into IT, even I can tell you now, is like impossible because
It's shit.
yeah, because the IT market, because like 10 years ago, everyone was like, guys, everyone should get into IT. It's gonna be huge, and then it got huge, and everyone got into IT, and now there's no jobs in IT.
In fact, who needs jobs in IT when you can just AI it?
Boo! Get out.
No, silly. AI is for removing artists.
Oh, and actors.
Fuck you.
Yeah, they're the only things that are needed to be removed by AI.
And also
Oh, and writers.
directors of AI at large tech companies. Like the whole AI department at Microsoft being replaced because they did their jobs and made AI that could replace them.
Listen, I'm a
Microsoft's
fan of
just doing
AI
research at this point, you know.
to a degree.
Anything else?
I think it's okay to be a fan of generative AI to a point, but when you consider the impact AI has had not only on people's jobs, because you can always make the argument, right? Oh well, new technology will always displace people, and sure, if we find more efficient ways of doing something that needs doing more efficient, fine. But for me, it's the fact that emissions from data centers have gone up by like 180% over the last 3 years.
I mean,
Yeah,
yeah, but
missions-
look at what they did to
missions, not real.
robots.
Hold on, sorry, you both
Like,
spoke at the
robots
exact
that-
same time.
Sorry. He said emissions. I said, look at robots though. They replaced like actual factory workers, and you know, energy went up by a fuck ton because suddenly we have all these robots doing what humans used to do. So,
Okay.
same thing was applied back in like 1960.
Fair, but I will kind of counter that by saying, in most cases, having those robots there either increases efficiency and quality, as in like consistency in quality, or makes jobs safer for people. Whereas AI, yes, it might make things more efficient sometimes, but that isn't always qualitatively factored.
Yeah, but robots mess up as well, and you know, then they have humans to fix them. The same argument was made like 60 years ago, but people didn't listen then. I highly doubt they're gonna listen now.
I don't know. I see where you're coming from, but I think the difference is when you have a robot that messes up, I don't know, the coloring on a can in one sleeve of things, for example, that's one thing. And that's still a job that massively increased stuff that, you know, realistically humans didn't need to do anyway. or rather made things safer for people in more dangerous fields. Whereas when you have things like AI writing fucking law cases and completely hallucinating that things happened, I would argue
did you see that?
that's a different kind of magnitude of stuff.
Well, yeah,
You
but
see
we're
that shit in
very early in
America?
the AI thing. You can't just. It's like early robots probably,
Yeah.
you know, broke down a lot. It's just you're in the early part. It will get
Yeah, did you
better.
see that thing in AI
how everything works.
in America where some guy represented himself with an AI lawyer
Yep.
and he got thrown out of the court?
Yeah.
I think that's a very interesting case, personally. Because why shouldn't he be allowed to represent himself with AI?
Because AI doesn't have a license to practice law.
Yeah, I mean that's the only
Yeah, but neither
difference
do
there,
people that
really, isn't it?
represent themselves anyway.
Like I don't know. I know AI art is like a hot topic with all this like AI stuff, but like if I wanted something quick, I would much rather just prompt an AI and get something in like 10 seconds than like have to ask an artist and wait like 4 weeks for them to get back before they have to make changes.
I think there's a difference to be discussed in AI in art for personal use and art for professional use. Like if you're going to use art for like a professional project, and you're going to use AI and you're literally denying jobs from an artist, like
When I saw the Arc trailer that's like all AI, I thought that's a bit sus.
yeah, and like it never looks right. It just looks weird, and you know, there's no soul to it. I definitely see the argument for like, oh, you know, I just want a quick reference image for my like homebrew D&D campaign, and I don't want to pay an artist, you know, hundreds of pounds to draw my character. Like, you know what?
Well, I mean, I also
Fine.
mean like as like I know Mr. Breast came under a load of heat recently for that AI thumbnail stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I don't see anything wrong with that. If it's such a small menial part of a task that can be just completed very quickly by an AI thing, I don't see a problem with it.
I don't know.
To be fair, I think Mr. Beast has just got like worse over the years anyway, so.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff that Mr. Beast has been doing outside of that, but I can see your point.
I have opinions.
Oh no, I can't.
I can't.
I have given you a warning that if you do not stop debating, I will join and have opinions. It was a threat. You did not take it seriously.
Okay. What's your opinion on AI?
First of all, with all due respect, which just to clarify, is fuck all. Fuck Mr. Beast.
Based.
To get that out of the way. Because my god, do I dislike him on a insane level.
Yeah,
I do generally agree with the fact that there is a very large difference between doing it commercially, because that should to an extent be illegal. There is once again a nuance if you purchase all that art, which there are certain AI programs that work exclusively with purchased art. That is once again different, because if you're purchasing art specifically for the fact that you want to teach an AI to work with it, that's one thing, that's kosher enough. A lot of just out and about
Sorry,
AI
Kat.
stuff.
Sorry, Kat. One second. Laminator, no worries, man. Generally, like, we've been enjoying it enough to want to sit here and play it for 3 hours, right? I think there's definitely some things that we would want to see cleaned up. My biggest complaint, honestly, is the sound design. I want to hear it when I get hit, for the most part.
Mood.
But yeah, for an early access, definitely played worse. And as a roguelike enjoyer, I'll be keeping an eye on my game. Keeping an eye on this game for sure. Thanks for popping in, man.
Video game.
Sorry, Kat. Continue.
Opinion haver returns to having opinions.
Behind my shield.
I do think it's just disgusting to have that level of funding, just on an ethical level. To have that level of money and then be like, yeah, no, let me just steal more. Which is already essentially his entire business model, but that's beside the point.
We're talking about Mr. Beast here still, or?
Yes. Well, that part, that's just an extra nuance of I see so many things wrong with it that I don't even know where to start. But generally, like, I do fully agree with you, Robbie. There's a difference between creating a character that you and like 5 dudes will see while you play D&D versus you're about to make a fuck ton of extra money for it.
Yeah. I think the biggest thing for me with AI art, especially on a commercial level, is like, believe it or not, or have whatever opinion you want, but like the fact is that AI models have stolen so much art from so many creators to train their AI, which is illegal, right? Straight up, they break copyright, they steal people's work without their consent and use it to create images in that style, and cut them out of their own market. And that's fucked up.
Yes.
Still, yeah, definitely on the, you know, if you're, like, I'm sure there's tons of artists out there, and, you know, Kiwi is one of them, who's like, if you have a local D&D campaign and you want to pay some money to get some professional looking art of your characters and shit, like, absolutely pay an artist. They really appreciate that. And it means that you can help someone do something that they love. But also, you know, I'm not gonna, like, jump on Dan, for example, because he generated some images of characters using AI, because it's just for us.
Yeah. I do also want to differentiate, because a lot of people that take this opinion escalate it to just AI bad, which is a very, very narrow-minded take given everything that AI is actually achieving and doing in research, specifically like in scientific aspects. It is massive, and it is bringing us so far forward, and most scientists whom I have spoken to thoroughly appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, on the other side of that, as a teacher, fuck AI. More so, I'll elaborate. From certain groups of students, it is kind of coming to a point where, and I've heard this from my colleagues as well, some teachers are using AI to create their assignment briefs. Students are then using AI to write their assignments, and then teachers are using AI to mark the assignments.
So nobody has learned anything.
So yeah, nobody is learning anything, and no one's fucking doing anything either. And shit like that just really pisses me off. So that's my take on AI in education. I don't know. I think it's a pretty nuanced issue. I think generally from artistic fields, AI should never have even gotten involved. Personally,
anything humanitarian or artistic, I would actually add it. It also does not belong in humanitarian fields.
I don't know. I think if your job can easily be done by an AI, then just use the AI to help.
But
I don't know.
The thing is, art can't quote unquote easily be done by AI. Even now, it still struggles to like create actual believable pieces of art. Like the things have gotten more impressive, but it's still very much, you can look at 98% of AI art and go, that was not made by a person. And also, art is supposed to be about expression of emotion and, you know, and something of artistic value, and I don't, like, you know, you can make the argument that, oh, this job could be done by an AI, but, like, you're using an artificial being to create something that is supposed to represent or speak to a part of the human experience, and that just, like, why? Like, just because you can, should you?
You say that, but like, I know a lot of like modern art just looks like a bunch of paint thrown at a canvas, and it's like, yeah, it's art, you're supposed to interpret it. It's like, it's just bloody
okay. First of all, that's a very, very, very niche sub. I forgot. Type of
I think
modern art. That's not modern art. That's literally just like 1 or 2 genres of art.
Yeah, I think that's the classic art is stupid argument, right? Which I agree with you, by the way. Like art like that's like someone sneezed on a canvas.
I'm gonna go to war to both of you over this.
Okay.
I'm gonna violently fight both of you for that.
Listen, I think it is crazy that art can be determined a value by specific people, and certain people can decide that some art is worth millions and some art is worth garbage. I think that's stupid. Regardless of the art, like, any art has value inherently by being art. But I can understand Midas's frustration with certain kinds of modern and abstract art, that you look at it and you go, that's nothing, and you see the value and it's like, someone's valued this at 10 million because it's a tax scheme, is what it is.
The thing is, if someone had it in
Okay, but that's the same with music.
I agree.
That's all.
Music, anything artistic is inherently the same argument can be made. Music shouldn't necessarily automatically have more value just because Beyonce made it, but the reality is, because it's a recognizable household name, it is.
I agree.
So that's not really an argument to art. That's not really an argument to anything.
I'm also saying I understand where Midas is coming from. I think, if I've interpreted your point there correctly, Midas. You're here anyway. I don't know why I'm.
Huh? Basically, modern art looks like shit, and it looks like a 6-year-old did it. I don't know how it's worth millions.
What modern art? Are you talking about pop art, impressionism, cubism? Are you talking about surrealism?
It looks like shit. It looks like shit.
That banana that was...
Define shit!
With a million.
Shit.
Because modern art is everything in the last, like, fucking 3 centuries.
Basically,
modern art doesn't mean anything by itself.
The nice scenery ones are good. That's real art.
Okay.
For example, picture but with a paintbrush. That's good. You know, a bunch of paint all over the place. Yeah.
So Pablo Picasso is not an artist.
Cat, I fear you're getting rage baited.
I mean, he's got like some alright ones though, right?
I'm not getting rage baited, because for that I would need to have any level of emotional attachment to the conversation at hand. It's just entertainingly stupid of a take. Actually, it's not necessarily stupid, it's just uneducated.
I think from what Midas is saying, like, you would assume it's like the classic caricature of modern art, right? Where it's just colors on a canvas. And I think there is definitely...
Isn't everything just colors on a canvas?
Yeah.
Yeah, but now you're just like taking the argument and like taking it to an extreme just to make the point sound stupid.
I mean, this is a genuine question. Like, what decides whether art has meaning?
So,
is it just your ability to understand it?
So this is what I'm imagining, like, Midas is thinking of when he's describing modern art here is stuff like this. I'm showing it on stream for reference. Where, you know, we could sit and debate the artistic meaning of this piece of art, right? As artists, as people with art literacy, we could have different responses to this, and that's fine. Art is subjective, and it should gather different opinions and approaches from people who understand it at different levels. I think the problem comes when you have a piece like this, and this is to echo your point.
Think you're showing anything. Oh wait,
I just did. Yeah, I just did. I think the problem arrives when we get to the industry side of art, not necessarily the artistic side of art. Where, as I mentioned, you have some art valuers who will value pieces far, you know, and you can make the argument about known names and stuff, but you can, you know, it has been near proven that a lot of art valuations is hokey to inflate value to essentially perform as tax write-offs and laundering schemes and etc. That's not an issue with the art or artists themselves, more so with the art industry, and I agree with the take on music as well, Kat. In that, you know, some musicians are picked up and aren't necessarily good, but are popular, and therefore people charge more for their music.
So what are we saying makes things good? Like the fame that the person has, or it actually being good?
Well,
Nothing. That's my whole point. There is not a single objective way to objectively value whether art is good. This is actually an impossible argument that will never lead anywhere. There is no, this one metric makes this music good, or this 2 metrics, or even these 20.
Okay,
so here's a question. What makes AI art innately bad besides the ones that take from artist styles?
I would argue that the definition of art is a piece of media that represents a thought, feeling, emotion, or message that the author wants to convey. And by very nature, AI can't convey an artistic viewpoint and therefore cannot create art. It can create pictures, but I would argue that AI, by its nature, could not create art because it doesn't understand the meaning that it wants to add into a piece of art.
But that then implies that you need to know exactly what motivation every single artist had in order to value it as art.
You misunderstand. I'm not saying that you, the audience, have to understand, but the artist surely needs to know what their art is.
But how do you verify that any artist knows this? Is it just that they claim they do? Because realistically, technically speaking, then we are back to quote-unquote bogus art where you can just paint random colors. It means nothing to you, but you say it's art, and then you cannot disprove it's art. So, my point is, I actually agree to an extent with Midas here. There is no way to determine that AI art isn't art without automatically adding a lot of question marks to what we typically consider art. For me, the biggest issue is the ethical aspect, and the theft.
So, funnily enough, I think we've actually gone full circle to Midas winning all sides of the argument here. Because...
Still stupid about modern art. Because modern art is not actually anything that means anything, because there's so many different sub-points of it, and I assure you, you've seen stuff that you like that is modern art.
Again, the way that I interpreted what Midas said and what I'm assuming Midas is talking about when he is talking about modern art is, as you said, paintings, just random paint and flecks on a canvas. And my response to you saying, how could you prove that someone hasn't just done that, called it art and walked away, is that you can't. And very often that does happen in the industry, is that someone just slaps something on a screen, somebody else who is a verified valuer or someone with clout goes, oh, it's worth £1 million, and then somebody gives it away to put on their taxes as a write-off. That definitely happens.
It does. My argument was never against the fact that some art can't be shit. My argument is saying modern art is shit is, well, uneducated at best. Because modern art is partially like, I've just googled magical realism counts as modern art because it is objectively modern in the last centuries. Modern doesn't mean anything. You probably are thinking about like some impressionism styles, some surrealism styles, some expressionism is usually different. Like cubism is probably what you're talking about, but you're not talking about modern art as a whole. Modern art as a whole is so incredibly all-encompassing. It's like saying anime is for kids. That's the level of...
That is something that Midas also says.
That's the level of narrow-mindedness that we're talking about.
We are talking to Midas. So.
If he's consistently narrow-minded, well, lack of education is not my problem.
You say narrow-minded, I say correct. Potato, potato.
You cannot be correct on things that are not objective.
Clearly you've never seen Trump supporters.
Okay, I have, and that just proves my argument. If anything, they have never been correct on anything. Trump supporters have never had a correct opinion ever. Jesus Christ.
They were correct on Joe Biden was a bit sleepy. I feel like he was. I don't like Trump, but Joe Biden was definitely falling asleep during half of this shit.
This officially is going into a realm I do not want on the stream, but
EP.
EP Biden. But no, I agree in that AI isn't necessarily black, white, good, bad. You know, as a musician myself, and as someone who is dating an artist and an animator, like, those jobs don't need to be automated by a machine. IMO.
I have a hot take. For at least the next couple of decades, they cannot efficiently be automated by a machine anyway.
I mean, there is definitely music and art that has been created by a machine. My point isn't that it can't be done. It's my point is that it doesn't need
It can't
to
be
be
reliably done.
Not
My
even
point is it
reliably.
cannot be reliably done.
I just don't see the point. I don't see the point in creating any sort of art by a soulless being that has no concept of meaning.
I mean, let's go to the Facebook argument. As a verified Facebook seller on Facebook Marketplace, it's only worth what someone will pay for it. And that is true for anything in life, so...
Where the fuck have we gone?
Nothing's good, nothing's bad. It's all just how much anyone's willing to pay for it.
Yes, that's... What? Obviously.
Yeah, that's just a Facebook mentality.
The Facebook mentality. Guys, they need to be on the platform.
Why did you need Facebook to make this very simple argument?
No, I'm just a verified Facebook Marketplace seller. I wanted to brag about it.
Why are you a verified...
This is the only thing you can think to brag about? Good lord.
No, it's just my favorite thing to brag about.
Quite fun.
Hey, Deacon, how's it going, man?
Is not your biggest problem.
You guys say about it? Didn't think you could.
Frankly,
in this call right now, if you can say you're a verified salesperson on Facebook.
Only on Facebook, though.
If I were, I would not want to say it out loud, actually.
Oh, what I'm hearing is you can't say it out loud, which means Reese is innately cooler.
I can say it out loud. Who the fuck is gonna stop me from saying I'm a verified seller on Facebook?
You're spreading
Oh
misinformation.
wait, shit!
online.
I might actually be a verified seller on Facebook Marketplace. Hold on. I'm gonna go check.
Go check.
How do I check? How do I know if I'm verified?
It says you get a tick next to
You're
you.
giving value to this. God damn it, Bobby.
I get a tick? What? I want a tick?
You actually do become verified. It's like if you sold so many items on it.
I've sold 2 things. Am I verified yet?
You might as well be, you know?
Yeah,
That's more than most
boy! Wait, Midas, ask the question again. Go on.
Who can say they're a verified salesperson in the store?
Look at me, baby!
Yeah, baby, yeah.
I still said it. It doesn't need to be true. Your morality is no object to me. I can say whatever the fuck I want.
I don't know. Sound mad because you're not a verified salesperson on Facebook Marketplace.
I'm sorry, something about this tone of voice sounds mad to you?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
It's the... I don't care. I don't even care. That's what it's giving me.
Is that how you talk?
That's how you're talking right now.
Hey, why did the chicken cross the road?
Get to the other
It
side.
wanted to kill itself.
Yep, probably.
Both of those things.
So, after being in this conversation, so do I.
My god, are you fragile?
Okay. Why did the chicken cross?
Was it to get to the other side?
No, it was to get to the other died.
Are you mentally well?
No, I'm a teacher.
That doesn't mean you can't be mentally well, you know? You can be one of those retired teachers, which is cool.
Yeah, except I'm not a retired teacher. I'm a teacher. Oh, do you know what was really funny today? As part of our Experience Day presentation, we asked the students a bunch of like would you rather's, and one of them is, and it's a bit cringe, but it's, you know, it's education. One of them is, would you rather work a job that you love but barely get by, or work a job you hate but, you know, earn millions? And my colleague turns to me and goes, where's the third option? Be a teacher, do something you hate for no money.
Oh my god, this is kind of adjacent to the conversation that I did just have with the kid, which was essentially about like, you know, I feel like IT is IT really the most lucrative choice, and it came down to he doesn't even want to do IT. Because what he wants to do is something creative, but he also wants to make money. And my essential, like, we talked about it for like almost an hour, and then luckily he eventually did come to understand you can get a compromise. You can do something that makes enough to be happy and doesn't make you god miserable.
Yeah,
Find that. That's great.
And that's obviously the ideal, but for the would you rather, you can't have, you know, would you rather do something you love for no money, something you hate for tons of money, or something you quite like for a good money?
Tons of money.
It breaks the game.
Loads of money, probably. Sing a song with Dosh in our pocket. Fuck, I don't hear that song.
I could make a lot more money if I were to work for a recruitment agency, but I would also want to kill myself after about a week there, so I just don't fuck with racism enough.
Fair. Activate him at top or medallions down here.
Activate him. Or medallion.
It's one of those things where I feel like we're earning no passive, like, currency, so I'm making no upgrades to my, like, character.
Wait, you can upgrade your character?
Yeah, it's a roguelike.
Since when?
I mean, for us, never, because we never have any fucking currency.
Come on, you know, never mind.
Are you playing the same game?
Yeah.
Yeah. We have been this entire conversation, and like 2 conversations ago.
Oh.
We have been the whole time. It's basically what if Hades was League of Legends.
What if Hades was actually a good game?
Whoa. Whoa, whoa, oh, hold on. Hold your horses there, boy!
I don't like Hades.
The fuck did you just say, you little shit?
That Hades is shit, hope this helps.
You're a shit.
So,
you're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
What?
What?
So, I sometimes like to play silly little mobile games, and I'm currently playing this very silly little merge mobile game, right?
Merge
is
Mansion?
it Merge Rock?
No, absolutely not. Country Story or whatever. It's just a random merge game. It's literally just merging. It doesn't have any like extra plots. There is a plot, however, and there is a chat function where essentially if you read the chat full and also respond to the chat, you get some like bonus gems or whatever. And I did not pay attention to any of the plot, and I was clicking through things, and eventually I started paying attention. And the only things I have thus far picked up is my character is a gay woman.
Wonderful.
She has an ex whom she broke up with because she's gay.
Okay.
And he's a guy. And he does not get the memo.
As in,
he,
as in she didn't tell him, or as in he just doesn't understand?
No. She told him, but he is constantly simping and like messaging her about, you know, maybe we can still talk about it or whatever. Meanwhile, she's simping after a girl who doesn't know that she's gay.
As in the,
and
sorry,
also her
hold
grandma
on.
doesn't know.
Sorry, I'm needing to be picky about pronouns because it's important. The girl she's simping over doesn't know that she's gay, or the girl she's simping over doesn't know that the girl is gay? Or your character is gay?
It's more confusing.
Okay, so your character, right? Your character is simping over this woman, we'll call her Stacy. Does Stacy not know that your character is gay, or does Stacy not know that she's gay?
I don't know if Stacy's gay. We don't know if Stacy's gay. We just know that we really like Stacy.
Okay, and we
Stacy's also not been asked.
Okay, but we know that Stacy's mom does in fact have it going on.
Hopefully.
There is a more important question. That is, does her mom have it going on?
Does Stacy's mom have it going? We know she does. We don't need to ask. Stacy's mom does in fact have it
at all times. Yeah. And then there's like another guy who's also trying to flirt with her. And then her grandma does not know that she's gay, and her grandma is very upset about her breaking up with her boyfriend and occasionally messages her. And somehow, in all of that, she's actually starting a shop and has like a few colleagues, and occasionally they even talk about business. But like at least half of this is just really stupid, like teenage level. He likes me not type shit.
That sounds like the perfect kind of merge game.
Huh?
That sounds like the perfect merge game. Give me some horny teen drama merge games.
For what? I do not understand, but this is what I've started. I'm just here for the vibes. I'm just here for the actual merging part, but suddenly here I am being invested in whether or not this guy will ever get the fucking memo that she's gay. She don't like you like that. And he's still messaging her. He's like, oh,
plot twist, bro transitions just to be with this PC.
That's 10 out of 10.
Oh, you're gay? Great, I'll be a woman.
Oh, you're gay? I have news for you.
That's okay, this could still work.
I'll change.
Alright, we gotta pull them onto the pedestal.
We need to be on the trap, please.
We need to get on a pedestal. Reese, Mr. Tanky Boy.
I've done them for you.
Get behind me.
Stunning.
Stunning. Haha, ha.
Gotta get them on the pedestal here, boys. There we go.
I see a piece of myself in you.
Huh?
On to the next one.
You see a piece of yourself in me.
I see a piece of myself in you.
Could you get it out of there?
Are you pregnant?
Huh?
This is fine, actually.
My shield is yours.
This is fine. This is good.
This is fine.
So fucking confused.
I see a piece of myself in you.
Behind my shield.
Mine just does stupid damage. Okay, and the last pedestal's down here.
Just haunts all enemies in
Reese!
It's okay,
Reese, still in combat here, buddy.
I was reading for a sec. Let me read.
We can't get behind you. You're all the way over there.
It's fine. You don't need to.
Unbreakable.
It's not like I've actually been doing anything anyway.
I'm doing damage.
So it's not like I've been doing anything anyway.
You've been protecting and hoarding. Hoarding, herding.
Get behind me.
Stand behind
a little bit, please.
Woof. Well done, buckaroos. Whew. Midas, you should definitely take this, no? Desperate measures?
Yeah. Probably.
You're my soda pop, my little soda pop. Baby, I think of every drunk I drink up. You're my soda pop, my little soda pop.
I love how Goofy.
Sounds like a threat.
I love how Goofy flinch charges on your screen.
No.
My screen like properly
God.
charges, and your one just like kind of teleports.
Oh boy! Don't hurt me! Don't hurt me! I'm just a little boy!
Get behind
Attack me! You little...
Ah, rock! Fuck me!
behind my shield.
Hey, Robbie.
Yo, what's up?
I think you're dead.
Yeah, I got rocked.
Wish that was me for real, for real.
Rock. DJ.
It's cool. My boy's got this.
Why is my stun do nothing
Right by my side.
to this guy?
Because he's a rock.
He is rock. Whoa!
What are you gonna do? Stun a rock?
Yeah.
Healing bloom.
Guys, Rocco's a rock.
Hello, Racco.
Healing deals 500% of the effective healed amount as damage to nearby. Okay, does this affect healing that using a skill to directly heal an ally versus passive? Okay, no. Okay.
Oh, so you want me to go even hotter? You got it.
Oh.
Can I have some health, please?
Here, have this.
No.
What a waste of a fucking stage in this next one, huh? We got no money.
That is,
I
yeah.
got 75.
Oh, hey, look! Don't worry, guys. I got us 25 gold. Surely that'll work out, right?
I'm pretty sure that only goes to you.
Oh. Is it not shared gold?
Nope.
Wild.
Nope.
Because you can buy items in this part.
You're my soda pop. You're a little soda pop.
Guys, it's League of Legends. I'm gonna upgrade my equipment.
I'm gonna buy.
If you need a
Gonna
heal,
buy
Reese, go in the right room.
Where's Sunder? Where's Sundering Dart?
Oh, Siddhartha.
Oh, but you can sell stuff here. Cool.
You can sell stuff here. Although, maybe consider what you're actually looking to buy before you sell things.
Brothermans, I've never got this far in the game. I don't know what the fuck I'm trying to buy.
No, neither am I.
You're supposed to
Yeah.
know what you're building.
Reese, come this way. Come this way, Reese.
What is this?
Healing.
Oh. Hmm.
Wow, a gold level. That'd be really useful if we had a shop.
I have a new item that gives me more power if we have more gold. I don't like.
Okay, you can get about like 1,000 gold from this.
Each or just for singular?
I don't know. I always played solo, so can't tell you.
Loner.
A small loan of 1,000 gold.
I think it's my loan from my father of $1,000 million.
1,000 million!
This will heal you.
Trump probably.
Jesus, that's the GDP of a small country.
Healing bloom.
Fuck yeah, no.
That's how much Cecil uses to teleport.
Ow.
Here, have this.
We can be bees, Mark. We can be bees.
We could BBs.
We can
I
be
made a stick.
bees.
You are protected.
I'm stunned. I'm
We can
stunned.
be bees, Mark.
I'm burning.
Be bees.
I'm burning.
Bees.
I'm gooning.
Bees.
I'm dead.
Oh my god. I love gooning, to be honest.
Huh?
Have this.
Give me 6 hours to chop a tree and I'll goon for the first 4. Abraham Lincoln.
This tree didn't
What?
say that.
I don't think that he did.
Okay.
Abraham Lincoln literally said that.
Heal you.
Oh, at least we know we revived now.
Okay, alright, and that gives us quite a lot of gold. It gave you guys gold too, right?
Yeah, I got 1,000
Have
now.
this.
Probably-
1,010.
We should probably sit and wait until we're full health.
I can't get us to full health unless I get mana, really.
Epic.
I want attack speed.
I want attack speed, I'm poisoned.
Okay, fine.
Oh, so it seems like the real Laminator was one of the devs.
W.
W, didn't mean to insult your game. Damn it.
Well, no, I think he popped out. Whoa. Hey guys, why are you ice cubes?
Feeling a bit cold.
It's what I usually do on this day.
My shield is yours.
Oh.
Behind
Sorry,
my
I
shield.
definitely misheard that, but I heard that's normally what I do on a first date.
No, on his first day.
On your first date, right? Okay.
Could be, maybe. Might be the new meta.
The new meta turn into an ice cube.
To be fair, it works for me in Overwatch, so.
Hey, thanks for paying. Thanks for paying for coffee. By the way.
If you came out of it, then you could just be like, I just broke the ice. Boom.
Oh, okay. All right. No, I'm sold. I'm sold on that.
I'm getting laid tonight.
Unbreakable.
Damn. This guy's good. Well, they're really hot, so I'll be. Sorry, they're really cold, so I'll be really hot.
Your team has
Okay. I'm not sure.
From years ago.
Hmm?
Reminds me of that minion meme from years ago. If you're hotter than me, does that make me cooler than you? And I still cringe at that to the day.
You should be able to buy a new character now, right?
Oh yeah, I've been able to buy it. I'll tell you what. Well, I'll buy a new character. We'll go for one more run, and then that's the end of my stream, I think.
Shade is your upgraded damage character.
Upgraded, as in she's just better.
Gamer.
That's the damage.
good.
Gamer?
I just sharpened
What's
my
up, Cat?
blades.
So I have just left for a little bit because shocking things are happening.
Okay.
To be precise, my tiny 2-kilogram cat has just tried to fuck the cat that is about 2.5 times bigger than him.
Oh.
It was not successful.
Okay, good. You would fucking hope not.
He got his ass beaten. And that did not in any way stop him trying to fuck.
He just has a size kink. Come on, allow it.
Come on, allow it.
Allow it, fam. Don't be.
Don't be discriminatory. Don't kink shame.
No, it's the dead you got.
I will
years
kink
ago.
shame.
Like,
What do you mean?
allow it, fam. Don't make it gay.
You just put the cast on blast.
Kink shaming is
alive.
fun.
What if kink shaming is my kink? Ha 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 ha.
See? Not only is it fun, it could also help get someone off. Win-win.
Fun for the whole family.
Huh?
Clear.
I hope not.
That's also someone's kink.
Keep it in the family, Blazy. I don't know what the problem is.
I'm not sure that I agree with keeping it in the family being a kink, personally.
I mean, it is. It objectively, you do not need to agree or disagree. This is unfortunately the objective reality.
Can I disagree? Can I disagree with the existence?
No.
From a moral standpoint?
No.
Yo.
Sure, but only if you want to get blasted on Twitter. I mean, X.
Yo, bros, don't
People are getting blasted on Twitter?
don't Yeah, that's all Twitter is now, people getting blasted.
I mean, you know.
Also someone's kink.
Yeah, on Twitter now it's basically just people getting blasted and Nazis, and I think that's about it.
That sounds like a good time.
Hold on.
It's mostly Nazis, actually.
I know, I feel like I can't scroll my my feed these days without seeing whole.
Sounds like a good time if you ask me.
You know what I can't do? I can't look at any comment without Grok being mentioned for some reason.
Right? Everything is Grok, is this true?
People are incapable of Googling.
Yeah, but why Google it when Grok's right there and lands you in like 2 seconds?
Because he needs more than 2 seconds, and Googling takes 2 seconds.
Also,
Grok, is this true?
Also, Google can't be sub-programmed to give you specific answers based on what one rich guy wants you to believe.
Grok, is
True. Google is not Nazi enough.
Incorrect. Incorrect as hell, actually.
What do you mean?
That is exactly what Google is.
Well, like, yeah, you can have priority results and ads, but like, it's not gonna answer every query, even unrelated, by going, anyway, the white genocide in South Africa.
Well, Grok isn't doing that either, unfortunately. Much to Elon Musk's dismay.
But it did do that.
Did it? I don't remember.
It very quickly learned.
No, it did not.
And then Elon Musk decided to reprogram it to try and get it back to, yes, we like genocide actually, and it did not work.
Well, what happened is that somebody changed it to basically inflate and answer every query with information about a not true white genocide in South Africa. And that was like a whole day of people getting completely unrelated answers to queries.
This will heal you.
Better question is, why does every social media need their own fucking AI nowadays? Like Grok, fucking
Oh god,
Snapchat
right?
AI.
Because it's the cool thing. It's the cool hip thing, and everything needs to be AI.
Just give me ChatGPT.
AI chatbots actually help massively in corporate land.
I have the weirdest fucking pet peeve about AI, and it's people saying, like, acting like AI is new.
True, it's old as hell. Well, to a
I
degree.
remember Code Bullet videos being like, I teach an AI how to play this game.
Birth of artificial intelligence was in the goddamn 40s.
I think it's because even this, like, generative chatbots aren't what we would like pop culturally know as AI, right? Like, this isn't your like Skynet Terminator shit. But it also isn't the same as like video game AI, where it's basically a set of rules for how a program behaves. So like, no, AI as a concept isn't new, but this form of generative chatbot is quite new.
Not really either, because that's what the Turing test was based on, and the Turing test is like from the 90s.
The Turing test is based on like something else.
The Turing test is whether or not a chatbot, an AI chatbot, can reasonably convince that it is a human.
Okay, that's the
It was just
newer
AI in
Turing
general.
test. There was another Turing test which was a lot worse.
Well, the Turing test originally is from Alan Turing. It's actually in the 1950. And it is generally a machine's ability to exhibit intelligent behavior equivalent to or indistinguishable from that of a human. It was then later on fairly commonly used to test chatbot.
I don't know, I think you could very easily, like, you could simplify it down to that, but I think it's pretty difficult to argue that rudimentary programs back in the 50s are, like, even functionally the same as what generative AI chatbots do now. Right? Like,
Which I'll say again, generative AI chatbots are ridiculously good in the corporate land.
But that's largely just due to having more access to more information, not because the generative AI has significantly changed. The first generative AI chatbot that I can find is Eliza from the 60s.
Sure, but, like, I think while on paper your argument might be technically correct, I think it would be in bad faith and in bad spirit to reasonably conflate Eliza with ChatGPT in terms of, you know, well, pretty much anything. Like, yes, in concept and in practicality, AI isn't new, but the level that it has gotten to and the usage case for it has come on, brain, use thoughts. In terms of the power and how it's used, it is for all intents and purposes a new system. Like, you can argue semantics, but in reality, for all intents and purposes, AI as we understand it now in terms of generative chatbots is a new system.
But where do you draw the line? Because conceptually, they're not that different, and even ChatGPT is already like 3-4 years old. Alexa, etc., are over a decade old.
But the difference being, things like Alexa are... Actually, I'll use the Mass Effect terminology for this. Because things like Alexa are virtual intelligences, right? They are not built to reply in real time to things outside of a set amount of stimulus, right? You can't ask Alexa to explain certain things to you because she just either won't have a programmed answer or she's not allowed to talk about it. Whereas with the programs like ChatGPT, they will actively generate responses and things that they weren't necessarily programmed to do. Does that make sense?
Kind of, but that's a fairly minor nuance. It was essentially just to have a much bigger database.
Wait. I think the difference between a program that can only answer set queries that are built into its program and a program that can answer things adaptively that aren't a part of its program is a massive difference.
Most of them are adaptively. If they're not adaptively, they're not AI.
Well,
Adaptively is a prerequisite for it being AI.
Right, so Alexa, by definition, doesn't count in that situation then, because she can't adaptively respond to questions. She has set responses.
She can to an extent. It's just a minor extent compared to what we're used to today.
No. The furthest reaches of Alexa's ability to adapt to a question is going, here is the answer from a contributor, and pulling a piece of information from the web. Right, and directly quoting an article or a query from, like, a WikiHow, essentially.
But that's adapting, because she can adapt that information if new information releases. This is an ever-changing thing that is just connected to the World Wide Web. It's still adapting, you just don't like the way it's presenting the adaptation, but it's still adapting. If it weren't adapting, there weren't AI.
Kat, my point being, right, the way that, like, ChatGPT works is it collates all the information and it's then able to reply to a question in its own, quote-unquote, in its own words, right? Whereas Alexa can only give you direct quotes from sources. She's not so much adapting to a question as you're essentially putting in a Google question and she goes, okay, here's the result. So yes, in a way it's adapting, but it's more so just pulling new information that people have posted online. Whereas ChatGPT can actively go, oh, here is a question that isn't even online, but I can, in theory, try and answer it, and it'll give you its best guess.
That last part... What do you mean? That last part I want you to elaborate on. How do you think ChatGPT is capable of answering questions that are not online?
Because it doesn't actually answer anything. It takes information that it has that has been trained on, and it generates a response that it thinks is there.
It doesn't think. It's not capable of thought.
Okay, yes, but for the sake of the conversation, Kat, you know...
It throws things into Google, essentially, searches the World Wide Web, and then finds the most, like, the first couple of results, and just spits them back out at you.
As far as my understanding of AI, that's not how it works, though, because in theory, the AI already has that information stored in its, for intents and purposes, its brain. So it doesn't need to go and search Google. It accesses where that memory is stored in its brain. It sees the articles that it's read already, and it goes, okay, based on what I've seen, this is the most likely response to the question, statistically speaking, like from the information that it's gathered. And it writes a response that is a collation of, I've read, 50,000 articles that are written in this way with the order with the information presented in this order. And this is the information that was in it. Therefore, I assume that this is what the information will be in response to that question.
Okay. I see what you mean. But then I fear, unfortunately, to an extent, we're back to the original point at hand. What you're describing is the actual generative aspect of it. The biggest difference, programming-wise, between Eliza, obviously, sure, ChatGPT is a lot cleaner, is the fact that Eliza had a microscopic pool of information. Whereas ChatGPT has a massive amount of information at hand because so many people are using it, and daily for the past, 3.5 years, it's been getting more and more new information fed into it. So the biggest information is essentially what you have.
I'll take that from...
It's not the code, it's not the concept as much as it is just this was popularized and thus it became stronger. AI feeds on people using it.
This is also true. Yeah, I'll take that from Anita. It needs to be constantly updated, so it's reading new things every second. So in a way, we're both somewhat right, and I think we'll close
Pretty
it out
much,
there
yeah.
because that's the end of my stream.
Oh.
Anyway, so guys, thank you so much for joining us. I hope that you enjoyed Evercore. Midas, what are your closing thoughts on the game, just for sake of the stream, rather than asking you to sum up as if you were never going to play it again?
I think that the game has good foundation, unique kind of style, but very bare bones currently. But being a person who understands what an early access title means, and not a AAA game that just has the excuse of, oh, oops, it's broken, it's early access, I think it's a perfectly fine early access game.
Yep. Cool. Yeah, I'd agree with that. Solid bones in here. Definitely needs a lot of refinement, but definitely looking forward to maybe coming back to this game in a few months' time to see how it's grown. Reese says the same thing. Game is early access, needs to be balanced. 6 out of 10. We'll get there. We'll come back to Evercore in a few months' time, and we'll see how it's changed. Played this once during the demo, so trust me, it's already a lot better. Well, there you go. The devs are listening. I mean, we had a dev in here earlier who was listening to our thoughts as we were playing, and they said that they were gonna take those and yeah, listening to the feedback while they were here. So the devs are clearly listening. They're tuning into streams. They're tuning in to see what people think, which always gives me a decent amount of hope. I mean, it's the same thing that we do with For the King, right? Where Slow Brood stops in, listens to our feedback whenever we stream that game. So always love it to see smaller devs pop into content creators' streams and kind of take in the feedback as it's being generated. So, with that being said, let's see if there's anyone else playing this game. Yeah, somebody else is streaming it, so I'm going to throw you over to them. Folks, have a wonderful day. Make sure that you go and spam this guy's chat. Here's the raid message for ya. Let's get in there. Kat and Midas and Reese as well. Thank you so much for joining me, guys. Very interesting conversation. Very stimulating. Oh no, you're coming in from Hez because he's going offline soon? No! We're going to him because I'm going offline now! Love it when that happens. Well, we'll tell him that we said hi and he can throw these people over to whoever's next. But Mike, is anything you want to say before we close out?
Oh, that was it, by the way.
Oh, okay, great. Cat.
Hello.
Okay, good. Reese, anything to say from the realms of chat?
Reese fucked off.
No, his PC crashed.
He's still not in the call. I don't think.
And as for me, I will see you all tomorrow for maybe some Renegade Platinum, maybe some For the King 2. I'll see how I feel. I'll see you then. Peace.